of people like that in LA as well. They're just
Oh
like,
yeah.
they have this perfect persona, and then you see them in the club on ketamine and just getting finger
Yeah,
fucked.
just like
Yeah,
sat in the corners, and then the next morning they'll be fucking showing their kale salads and
Yeah.
judging people who take drugs.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Like, oh no, I would never smoke a cigarette. Like, fuck off.
Next minute they're at the club on ket.
Yeah,
Ket's very popular in LA, isn't it?
it's a big one.
I tried it for the first time when I was out there. I tried ketamine.
You like it?
I loved it, dude. I loved it. I
Really?
didn't make a habit of it, and I really enjoyed it. The first time I tried it was at Maddie's place, and I was actually on mushrooms at the time. So I've
Oh,
heard
that's a good combo.
I've heard if you take either ketamine or maybe it's the wrong other way around, but if you take them together, it enhances, like, man, I was seeing some shit.
Really?
It was a full out of body experience. I sat in like this jumping castle, just looking at the night time as like a grid, and I saw some crazy shit. Like,
That's cool.
I wouldn't encourage it to people who are scared of those things, but
Yeah.
I felt amazing. And even coming weeks after it, I just felt so clear headed and happy and motivated. I didn't feel like I was like, ugh. Like, I just felt really good after it all. And
Yeah, ketamine's a funny one. They're doing a lot of they're opening like fucking little facilities to help like ketamine like with people's PTSD and whatnot.
dude, I can get into a story. Should I tell him? I did a guided ketamine trip with a psychologist and a doctor in America.
Wow.
Not far from where Dr. Chris is. No, not Dr. Chris. That's the chiropractor I saw. Fuck. Anyway, Sherman Oaks. I did a guided ketamine trip for 2 hours. It felt like 6.
Wow.
Sat in a chair with an eye mask on, noise cancelling headphones, playing like that healing, like Reiki sort of music. And it goes through an IV.
Yes, I've heard this. Yes.
Theo Von's done it. Me and him spoke about it together when we were in the Uber to UFC. Theo Von has done the same thing. He did 6 treatments and I only did 2. And I was like, I don't think I can keep doing it, bro. It was intense. Like,
So what happened?
so they start with a small dose and they put it through like the infusion, and you're in there and stuff. And after about 5-10 minutes, you start kind of, I felt upside down nearly the whole time. The first one, it felt like 6 hours. I couldn't move. It's the first time I've experimented or taken any drug or anything like that where I couldn't control what was happening. I was stuck. But I just had to embrace it. If you freak out on it, you're just going to have a panic attack.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. It is what it is, bro. I watched myself die. I was in a body bag. All my family and friends were around me in the hospital room, and I was in a bag, right? And when it zipped up and went pitch black, like I was like being born out of a fucking ground, like as a root out of a tree.
Jesus Christ.
I saw faces I didn't even remember that they existed from my childhood. I was just
Like your uncle.
yeah, my Uncle Terry. But dude, it was intense, and after it, I had to get picked up, and I remember Maddie came and picked me up, and I was like mashed potato for the rest of the day, bro. And I was just like, what just happened?
Wait, what was the goal with doing that?
So it is
some shit.
And like you said, it heals, can help people with PTSD, depression, anxiety, all these.
It sounded like it did the opposite. It made you depressed and anxious.
I felt weird on it, but then after it, I feel like it really opened up my brain a lot more in a good way. You're supposed to do 4 to 6 treatments. That's what the guy said, and I only did 2. And I was like, I can't keep. Man, you're supposed to do 2 a week until you're done. And I couldn't keep doing it. That
2 hours is a long time to be.
Really, really long, man. And they put a lot in you, and you fucking gone. You're just out of it, and it takes a while to be able to stand up after it. And it was a very interesting experience. I don't regret it. Like, it was good fun. And personally, I don't even know what it was I was trying to heal. I think it was a lack of purpose in life.
Yeah.
Like, I'd done sort of well. I'd made money. I did OnlyFans. I made a heap of money on there, and I'd been making like viral content for years, and I was like, fuck it, this just doesn't make me happy anymore.
Yeah.
I was over it, and I was like, I don't know what's next. Do I try get into acting? Do I try make my own TV show? What do I do? Do I do boxing? Like, I was running around trying to find what was next, and couldn't find it. And I was like getting really depressed, and I was just in this state. I was like, fuck, I've got money, houses, I've got good family, good friends, I've got a hot girlfriend. Everything's good. Like, but I'm just not happy because I have no purpose. I have no goals. I don't know what I want to do anymore. I was just desperate. I was just looking. That's why I was doing shrooms. That's why I tried that. I was trying to it's not like resorting to drug addiction and abusing it with like cocaine and marijuana and MDMA.
Just trying to open up your brain a bit.
Yeah, because I do think psychedelics were originally invented to help people, man. And I think they just got a bad name because people abused them back earlier on, and it was the 70s or 80s or whatever. But